All right, welcome back to Noodletown News. So Beijing hasn't had any new COVID-19 cases reported for the past 56 days, but just recently, 46 people tested positive. And since contact tracing is very developed in China already, they immediately pinpointed the source, which is the biggest seafood and produce wholesale market on the south side of the city, which actually supplies 90% of Beijing's fruits and vegetables.
Oh,
So yeah, like the government immediately sent in a team to assess the situation and sanitize the whole place. And finally, they found traces of the COVID-19 virus. Guess where they found it, Jackie?
uh,
On the cutting board for salmon.
apparently it's pronounced salmon.
And those salmon were all imported. On
Salmon.
average, shut the fuck up. All right,
Salmon. Look, I got
all right,
made fun of by my
all
lab
right,
because I
salmon. All
said
right, all right,
salmon.
all right. And those salmon are all imported. But like
Okay.
maybe cut out a little bit of the more laughter because sometimes
Okay.
the laugh is like it's like
It's too long?
too long. Yeah.
Okay.
On average, but don't cut out mid laughter.
Yeah, sure,
That's
fucking just go.
all right. On average, China imports about 80,000 tons of salmon every year from all over the world, mainly from Norway, Australia, and Canada.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
And this story actually came right after I ate sushi, so I'm a bit scared. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, like it's still unknown which country it was from. Nor does it matter like right now because the government's priority is to keep the shit under control first, not to play the fucking blame game.
Whoa.
But yeah, so
Holy.
first, Beijing reacted very quickly again, putting the whole city under wartime emergency mode.
Oh shit.
It immediately took all the salmon off the shelves and locked down the wholesale market and several residential complexes near the area, like on the very next day, which is June 13th. It's also tightening traffic controls in and out of the city, increasing testing, and potentially putting the whole city under strict lockdown again if the numbers jump. So yeah, like back to salmon, right? How did it manage to transmit the coronavirus? Based on
Wow.
current scientific findings, COVID-19 only choose certain mammals as hosts, and there's no new findings showing that salmons can now spread the virus. And what's more likely is that during the processing and transporting process, the people involved spread the virus onto the salmon and packaging. For the salmon to be transported all the way from countries like Canada, Norway, or Australia, like to China, like yeah, the salmon would either be iced or frozen. And for ice salmon, the low temperature and high moisture environment would help preserve the COVID-19 virus to live longer. Live a long and prosperous life. So yeah, like it all makes
But don't
sense.
they check for this kind of stuff at the border when the seafood is imported?
Yeah, but like they only do randomized testing, so like selecting
Wow.
a few out of the batch, right? Like,
Huh.
because you have to keep in mind there are millions of fish coming in and out every day. It's gonna be pretty costly in both time and resource to like check for every single fish. So yeah, even if a few manages to pass through, once it gets to the cutting board, that board could cut other fish later, right? And then boom,
Huh.
the virus began spreading.
Ah shit. Guess we can't eat anything
Oh
anymore.
no, just don't eat sushi or just don't eat food raw. Just cook it and it's good because the high temperature will kill the virus. Uh, and when you're handling raw meat, just make sure you wash your hand thoroughly after and not touch any holes on your face until you wash your hands. Yeah, just be careful.